So you're thinking of buying your first home. How exciting. Red Oak has prepared some videos to walk you through this process, and I'm going to go through step by step so you know what to expect. Buying a home is a big life-changing experience, and we are able to walk you through this process and help you find your dream home. Okay. What do you have to do before you start looking for new homes? First thing is we need to find a good comfort level for your monthly payment. We can do this by turning to the experts. Bank and mortgage loan officers are experts in determining how much you can afford. They will take some quick information from you and give you a good idea of the price range of homes that we should be looking at. When you talk to a lender, you will also get a good faith estimate. This is where the lender will write down all the fees, getting the loan financed, interest rates, and the terms of the loan. This is an important statement to get, and we will need this when we make an offer on your new home. This good faith estimate will also give you a good idea of your monthly payment based on homeowner's insurance and an estimated taxes. You will know that you will be right within your comfort range. Even though it seems like the easiest process is looking for homes, it may take some work and some diligence on our part. This is why it's important to meet with us face-to-face for 5 to 10 minutes so that we can have a conversation, find out what's important to your family, and exactly what type of home that you're wanting to look for, things that are important to you. Most clients after this like to get email updates of the current homes on the market, and I can send those to you on a weekly basis. Others just like to give criteria and have me schedule the showings on my own without their previewing their homes online. We can straighten all this out in the face-to-face appointment, and we want to make sure that we are seeing homes that will interest you to get you to the right home at the right price. Step 3, what happens after you find a home that you like? We've seen several homes and you found a home that you would like to call your own. Well, first I'll call the other realtor that has the home listed and get some information about the home. Anything that she can help us with on non-functioning items or things listed on the disclosure form, the average utility cost, and any information about the neighborhood or homeowners association. Second, I will pull up a list of other homes in the area that have sold so that we will have a good idea of price range of other homes that have been on the market recently. I will also check the tax records and make sure that the amount listed on the MLS form is current. I will present all of this information to you. We will review it and discuss your next step. After we've reviewed all the information in step 2 and you are confident that this is the home for you, we will make an offer. We will fill out a purchase agreement and submit it to the listing agent, and he will present our offer to the seller. The seller will either accept our offer or counter some of our terms. Most of the clients will want to know how much money they will need out of pocket to buy the home, and here is where a breakdown is usually required. We will need earnest money, which is a good faith deposit that the buyer will give me with the purchase agreement. If the seller accepts an offer and takes the home off the market, they want to make sure that they have a serious buyer. So the amount of earnest money is dependent upon the sales price. Usually starts at $5,000 and goes up from there. The earnest money is always credited back to you at closing. It's not an additional charge. After we have an accepted offer, we'll go through the inspection process. I can refer you to inspectors, or you may have someone that you want to use on your own. I always suggest that the buyer is there with the inspector, so you may need to arrange to take 2 to 3 hours off. He'll go through the home with a fine-tooth comb, and after the fact, he will type up a written brochure for you, probably 15 pages listing everything, the condition, and what needs to be repaired or replaced. Secondly, you will need to get homeowners insurance. 1 year is paid up front for time of closing. Some lenders will let you pay for this at the closing, but many require it paid before we close. So you and the seller have come to terms and you have an accepted offer. Congratulations. What happens next? Once the inspection is complete and we have received our inspection report, you will receive a copy, and so will I. We'll review the report together and determine any issues that we want to be addressed. If there are, we will write a buyer's inspection response Just like the purchase agreement, the inspection response is negotiable with the seller. Once the inspection process is complete, I will let the lender know and they will order the appraisal. The appraisal is ordered by the lender to make sure that the home is worth the amount that you are paying for the home. Keep in mind that the appraiser's job is to prove the home is worth the sales price, so appraisals will usually come back very close to what the purchase price is. At this time, you will also need to price homeowner's insurance and purchase a policy. Remember, you will need to purchase your first year's homeowner's insurance before closing. Once the appraisal is complete, the lender will send your file to the underwriter at the bank, and his job is to make sure all the paperwork is complete and the file is ready to close. We may sometimes ask for additional documentation for the file, letters of explanation or for credit report, paycheck stubs, etc. If they do, make sure that you get these to the lender as soon as possible. We are now ready to close. We'll schedule a date and time for your closing on your new home. We will close at a title company, and they are usually only open weekdays, Monday through Friday, from 9 to 4. So you may also be prepared to take time off during that closing. You will need to also call the utility companies and have the utilities transferred into your name 2 to 3 days before closing. I will provide you with a list of the companies that service that particular home. The big day has finally arrived and your new home is waiting, but first you have a couple more things to do. We will meet before closing and do a final walkthrough to make sure that the home is in the condition it was in at the time that we wrote the offer. Then we will travel to the title company to sign the papers for your new home. You will need to bring several items to closing. Number 1, a driver's license. A second piece of ID with a signature, credit card, social security number is also recommended. Your homeowner's insurance declaration paid and paid receipt. And if you are bringing money to closing, it will need to be a cashier's check that is made payable to the title company. I will have that amount to you the day of or the day before closing. Congratulations, you have now purchased your first home, and we will walk you through every step of the process. Every transaction is a little different, and this is just meant to be a general guideline. The time between making an offer and closing on your home is usually around 30 days, but special situations often arise, and we have to make adjustments for that. Bank-owned homes are usually sold as is. They will not do any repair problems, and sometimes their timeline is a little longer than a normal home. New construction also has special guidelines, and many of the things in this guide won't apply, but other items will take place. If you are considering new construction, we'll sit down and I'll give you the guidelines for that as well. And many builders also have inventory homes and sell them when they are finished. Buyers don't want to wait 4 to 6 months for a new home, so inventory homes are very popular. Not all builders list their inventory homes on the market, so if you are considering this option, let me know and I can get you a most up-to-date list. Multiple offers. Chances are if you like a home, someone else does too. And if a home gets multiple offers, the listing agent will usually ask the buyer to submit their highest and best offer. That means you get one more chance to buy the house for what you think it is worth. If this happens, I will guide you through the process step by step. In conclusion, I hope this video helped navigate you through the sometimes confusing waters of real estate and purchasing a home. Remember, you are not doing this alone. As your real estate professional, I will be with you every step of the way, from choosing a home, writing offers, scheduling appointments, signing paperwork, keeping things on a timeline, and answering all of your questions. A frequently asked question from first-time home buyers is, how much do my services cost? The seller actually pays for all of my fees at closing, and there is no charge for my services whatsoever to the buyer. I hope this video gave you a good understanding of the home buying process, and I look forward to working with you on this life-changing experience.